Okay, guys, welcome to my channel, Josh FX Pro. If you're new here, this is what we do. We do backtests on pairs, mostly synthetics. I rarely do backtests on Forex pairs and gold as well. So, because then those markets are affected by news, events, and all of that. But I do mostly synthetic pairs. Okay, so go through the video, go through from the beginning of the video. However, you would see most of the time I do chart analysis, I do um, updates on the analysis, and I also do backtest videos. All right. I do backtest videos, I do backtest some charts, some pairs, how they played out last week to understand an edge in which the market's playing out for us so that we can have a good ground to enter the next phase of the market, the next side of the market. All right. So for now, we are doing this is the second analysis for this week on another pair. I initially did one for VIX 25 index, which is the last video that I posted. And I'm doing another one for step index 300. So welcome once again and follow me. Drop a like and subscribe. Turn on your bell notification sign so that you would be notified once I drop another video. All right. So see you guys and let's continue on this. Let's do this. All right. So on this pair now, this is a daily time frame pair. On this pair now, I see the market is bullish because that's broken these structures and broken also this structure. It's been bullish all the way from here, being bullish maybe at a time. It became bearish, but then the bullish move started again, right? So this pair, I kind of have a conservative and aggressive entry on this pair because when I saw the market running down to this point, I just said, okay, fine. Let me see what happens. Let me watch the number of rejections. We have a rule guard. Copy. Let me send you. Let me post it here. Okay, here. I don't know if here is fine or here. Okay, here is fine. This is a rule guide for this pair. So we have a rule guide here. Maybe I should keep it here. Okay. So one of the rule guide is we have to have 2 to 3 rejection confirmations on the other block or fair value gap, depending on wherever you see market at that point, right? I'll just put the or fair value gap here. Fair value gap is same thing as imbalancing. So when you have imbalance areas, it's the same thing as a fair value gap. So you also have to have a trend correction moves. You also have to have trend correction moves. When market goes, for example, when market does this, it breaks off character or breaks off structure and runs back down straight without trending to the point of interest or to the area of interest, then the first reversal candlestick pattern you see, you take it. But this is on a daily, so you don't do it on a daily. You can do it on a 1 hour or 4 hours, depending on where you see your price or your charts, right? So what the goal for this is to take a trade. One trade a week could change your life. This is what I believe. One good, perfect trade a week could change your life. I don't believe in over trading a lot of pairs. You get no. I just take one trade a week and it could change your life. So let's do this. So we have this break of structure here or change of character, however the case may be. Here, market has broken off these highs, started a bullish move, right? So now market has given us a clear order block sign here, right? It was on, this is the order block for daily. This one you're seeing is a 4 hours order block. So that's why it's there, all right? So let's break it down to 4 hours and see what happens. Already we have our trading range from daily time frame, which is between here and here. So just take note of that. So on the 4 hours, we had this. Now, this is one 4 hours order block. There's one here, which is this particular candle. 4 hours order block. There's another 4 hours order block. So, but these other blocks are below the break of structure points, right? 1, 2, and these 3 points. They are below the break of structure points. So they are also going to be valid. You see how market took out this one as liquidity. A lot of people probably would be waiting for markets here at this resistance zone or supply zone, you get, or demand zone, however it is, right? But a lot of people may be waiting for markets around this point for market to come tap in and go, but see what market did. Market cleared them off because there were money hanging around these points. There are some money, there are some orders. People placed orders and this thing around this point. A lot of people stop losses around here. Maybe your entries here, your stop losses around here or anywhere around here. But then this market the banks had to come clear off all these things and respected this order block pattern here. So if you notice how market, let me not shift this. So if you notice how market came in on that point, entered the 4 hours order block zone, tapped in on the next candle on the daily order block zone, just tapped in on the high there. On the high, this is like the high, this is like the low, right? So on the high of the order block of daily, then shifted structure to this side. But one thing I noticed here is that there's a trend. Market trended to that direction. So because this market trended to that direction, and for me, this candle didn't much shift above this point, above this high of this particular candle to give me like a sure, perfect analysis that this market is ready to sell, to buy rather, right? So this is why my take on this trade was just here. Once I saw this rejection, I saw this market moving, I just entered somewhere here and I secured my profit here, but I secured my profits on a break even. I had a break even set here. So my entry is something like this, something like this. Yeah, because I entered on this particular candle. My stop was just below here. But once I see that this market has moved, I had to put my stop above this point just to secure my profit. But then I know that there's a trend because this created a trend. So I'm supposed to, usually following this trend, these rules, what we are meant to do is wait for this market could do this, right? Come back, take your stop, then break structure before it may now continue back up, right? So this may happen, something like this may happen, but it is still sure. You still need to wait for a break of structure. So I still believe this thing is going to come down. I'm watching it. I believe this is still going to come down and give us a perfect break of structure pattern. Then we would enter more to join the trade upwards. So if you notice how market has been how do I call it? How market has been respecting all that zone. But if you follow my other video, I'm trying to look for a point where market, okay, this is, I need one that trended to that direction before shifting. That's what I'm looking for. Trying to look for a market that trended to that direction before shifting. Okay, we see market creates a high here, break this structure here, came back, retested, but we had this other block here which wasn't mitigated. This other block here, which wasn't mitigated until this point here, right? Until this point here, where the other block was mitigated. But let me see if I have one clean. Oh, this one is not. It's not clean. Well, I wish I had one clean one. But well, follow my channel. You'll see some other videos that I posted on these particular rules, right? When you have market trend to your direction, you gotta wait for a break of structure to take that trade. All right. For now, this is one of the pairs that I'm looking at for this week, and the other one I posted as well. So let's follow and see how the week turns out. I will still check out for more to see what we have in the upcoming days of this week. All right. So So yeah, please drop a comment, subscribe, and drop a like. Also drop a like. If you're confused about anything, please drop a comment. I'll be there to watch your videos, your comments. All right. So see you guys on the next video. This is Josh FX Pro signing out.